love is or it ain't. It ain't no in between. You love me or you don't. And then love ain't love at all, babe.
I wanted to play. You didn't see my words, so you try to play I know I didn't have to walk away.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. I think it actually is still morning. It's like, maybe it's not. But hello, hey, how are you? Today is actually Wednesday and no video went up today because I haven't recorded anything. So here we are. But today is Wednesday and I'm on my way to the gym. And guess what, y'all? Guess what? I got a job. 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 How crazy is it? I got a job. So I did end up getting a substitute teaching job. Go me. Hooray. Hooray. That's all I can say. Yesterday I had to go do my TB test and my drug test. Thank God they don't test for THC. And literally before I peed in the cup, I was like, I just want to make sure, what drugs do y'all test for? She was like, everything but THC. And I'm like, perfect. So did that yesterday. Today, before I go to the gym, I'm going to go to get my fingerprints done and my background check. Then I'm going to go to the gym, and I'm excited to go to the gym because today is my favorite day of the week at the gym. Today is quad day. Quad day is my fave. Quad day is my jam. I love quad day. I'm just in a really good mood. I woke up in a really good mood. I am attempting to reset my nervous system. I feel like, I know I have anxiety and all of the things, but I'm like so just in my head all the times, and it's getting to be very overwhelming, and I have a lot of free time right now, and I feel like this is the slowest my life has ever been. I feel like I'm used to some sort of hustle and bustle, and right now I'm just right now I'm just literally doing whatever I want, whenever I want, and I'm not really thinking about anything. Like, money is a concern, but it's not an immediate concern, and I know I'll have things figured out before it's an immediate concern. So I'm really just like, wow, I can really relax. I can really breathe, and that feels abnormal to me. And because it feels abnormal, I feel like I'm starting to like hyperfixate on things just to like make my anxiety a little worse. So I am attempting to reset my nervous system. I need to just relax a little bit. I need to focus on really being present and in the moment. I prayed for this period of life right now. I truly prayed for this, and I want to be a good steward. I think that's like the word. Like, I want to really cherish this blessing that I have right now, and I want to really live in the moment. And I feel like in order to do that, I just need to reset my nervous system. So I need to just focus on being in the moment, being present, not constantly looking for a distraction. And although I'm not on social media, I find myself on my phone a lot, a whole lot. So I had a Finsta, and it literally was just so I can see things on Instagram, because you know Instagram doesn't let you see anything on it unless you have an account. So I had that, but that also made me like just start to scroll unnecessarily. So I deleted that. I deleted YouTube off my phone. I told myself if I want to watch YouTube videos, I have to watch them on my TV. So that's just a compromise, and I just want to focus on being more present in the moment, whether that's listening to music or bringing my book with me and reading on the train and reading on the bus. Like, I need to really like detach from I don't know, maybe just detach from everything. Like, I need to focus on really just being present and being calm and not like being in fight or flight mode. Like, I feel like I'm like always on some sort of timer, and I'm like fight or flight, and not even in a way where people are saying like, oh, I clean the kitchen fast or anything like that. Not even like that, but just I can be sitting still and I'm like, what's gonna happen next? Oh my gosh, doom. And it's like, girl, relax, take a breath. But I don't know how to take a breath. I'm always looking for a distraction. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on right now. Now that I have a job, I'm getting into a routine of going to the gym. Like I'm starting to feel a lot more comfy. I'm like, I need to just focus on relaxing, babe. Like, take a deep breath. You are not going to die. God willing. We don't know, but let's pray. But like, just take a deep breath. So what that entails for me right now is just like putting my phone down more. And like I said, I deleted those apps off of my phone so I'm not constantly scrolling, but literally just putting my phone down. Like, unless I'm having an active conversation, there's no reason for my phone to just be in my hand. Yeah, and I want to get back into reading. I want to just be more present, be more in my body and not in my head. Clock it. Did that make sense? Hopefully. But yeah, I'm about to go to the gym. I'm wearing my favorite workout tights of all time, the Honor Active ones. Y'all probably seen this outfit. This shirt is from Amazon. Gymshark bra, my favorite white socks, and it's quad day. I'm probably leaving in like 30 minutes. But yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I hope y'all are feeling good. I hope y'all are feeling great. And y'all, I got a fucking job. Come on, I got a fucking job. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Monday, February 2nd, and I don't even know how many days later since whenever that last clip was. I truly don't remember. I think that last clip might have been last Wednesday. But today is Monday, but nothing much has really been going on. Last week I finished doing like my pre-employment stuff for the substitute teaching. So I did all my TB tests, my background check, fingerprints, drug tests, passed the drug test, thank God. Well, I don't do drugs, so you know. Yeah, today's Monday and that's it. I have to figure out some sort of routine until I start working because I feel like I'm going to lose my mind. Like, I'm just feel like I'm going crazy. So this morning I was going to try to figure something out. Like, figure what do I want my days to look like? You know, what do I want my mornings to look like? What do I want my days to feel like? And start doing things that'll get me towards that feeling. But it's just really not much to do because it's so damn cold. I do want to go to the market today. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go to the market today because I think I have to watch Linux today. I think I have to watch Linux while I was at work. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to go to the market today. I'm definitely probably not going to be able to go to the gym. If I can't go to the market, I can't go to the gym. So I don't know, but for the next few hours, I just need to figure something out because the way my depression is just like hitting harder every day. Last night I had a really rough night because I was just so down. Like, I don't even want to say sad because sad is not the word, but I was just very, very down. And it's like, I feel like part of me feels like if I could just cry, I would feel a lot better. But there's some sort of block going on inside of me that just won't let me cry. And I don't know if this is like a protection tactic that my body is trying to do, or if there's just some sort of mental block. I don't know, but my body won't really let me cry. Like last night I really wanted to cry and I felt the tears coming down, and the tears were coming down slow, and the next thing you know, I just wasn't crying. And part of me feels like maybe it's because I'm just still in a very in a place of limbo. Like, of course this is my new home, I live here, but I don't know what I feel, because I can't even say I don't feel at home, but I don't. Like, I don't even feel like, even looking around this room at all of these things that I've bought, I'm like, none of these things feel like mine. Like, I was sitting here last night and I was like, damn, I miss everything in my old apartment. I miss my couch so fucking much. I'm such a couch girl, and I'm such a lounge in the living room type of girl, and I can't even think about it too much because it's like the things don't exist anymore, Medina. You don't have them. And I've been thinking about so many random things that I left in that fucking apartment, and it's like, Medina, you just truly have to get over it. That was months ago. That was literally 4 months ago. It's no going back. You'll never see those things again. get over it. But I don't know, I'm just finding it kind of hard to get over it. And I'm just not doing the best. And I want to change that. I really want to change that. I was going to say, oh, because it's a new month, it has nothing to do with it being a new month. I just don't want to feel like this all the time. And last night I was like, wow. I'm not even going to say it out loud because it's just so fucking depressing. But like, I just want to feel better. So today we're going to start to figure out how we're going to feel better. And I don't know. Like, I don't even know what to do. Like, I genuinely just like, what's going to make me feel better? I don't know. Maybe a fucking cheesesteak. I don't know. Like, maybe a hug. I don't know. But in other news, I have been doing a lot better at being present and reducing my screen time and just being more in the moment. My screen time on average last week was like 3.5 hours, which is still, actually, I don't even know if that's kind of high. I don't know, but it's drastically lower than what it usually is. Usually it's at least like 7 hours. So 3.5 hours all last week is pretty good. Yesterday, I think it was only at like 2.5 hours. The doom scrolling is coming to an end. Like, I still find myself randomly downloading the YouTube app to scroll when I'm like really, really bored or really just like too much silence. But for the most part, that doesn't really happen. And I'm feeling really good about that. I feel good about trying to be more present in the moment. And I think that could also be why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling, because I'm just much more present, or I'm trying to be much more present. So now I'm just like, all of the feels are there and it's nothing to mask them. So that could probably be adding to it. But I don't know. I feel like I know I need a therapist. I need a therapist bad right now, but I just can't afford therapy. Like, just can't afford therapy right now. But once I can afford therapy, I think that's definitely what I'm going to do, because I don't like these sick ass thoughts in my head. They just don't feel good, and I don't like not feeling good. I don't like it's like a different feeling of doom. Like, it's not like usually I feel doom in the sense of like, oh my gosh, what's coming next? What's about to break me? What's about to da-da-da-da? But now it's just like doom, like, what's the point of life? You know, like, that's the feeling that I've had recently. It's like, what's the point of any of this shit? And it sucks because like, my birthday is coming up and I always have the birthday blues. I'm not a birthday person. I'm not somebody that's like, oh, it's my birthday, da-da-da. Like, I never feel that way. And that could be part of it, because my birthday is next month, and I'm just like, another year? What the fuck? What the fuck, Medina? And it's like, this is as much as I'll be able to cry. Like, my eyes will water and this will happen. But like, a real boo-hoo cry, I need it, but it just feels impossible. I don't know. But it's Monday, y'all. We are going to try and have as good of a week as I possibly can. I'm going to work on only focusing on what is in my control. It's weird because it's like, it feels like so much is in my control, but at the same time, nothing is in my control. So we're going to just work on having a better week than last week. Last week wasn't terrible, but I just didn't feel good. I just didn't feel good. I just feel really lonely all the time. And this isn't a feeling that's like new to me being here. Like, it's not like a feeling that's just here. It's just so crazy that like, when I lived alone and spent 98% of my time alone, I felt less alone. And I don't know what that's about, but it just is what it is. Like, I felt so much less alone when I was actually alone. Oh, maybe I can cry. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. But I hope your day is going better than mine. So, it's a lot later in the day. It is actually 7:30 at night. And I've been doing a lot of nothing. After I went to Trader Joe's, I actually laid on my bed. Somehow I fell asleep. I did wake up and go for a walk because I'm trying to get more steps in, because it makes no sense. Actually, it makes complete sense. But if you've been watching this channel since I started this channel, you know that I started working out consistently last February. I have not missed a week in the gym, meaning I have not skipped the gym for more than like, I think the max might have been 5 days, 6 days for a year straight, almost a year. But your girl is still fat. Partially because I smoke a lot of weed, and when I smoke a lot of weed, I eat like a maniac. I can't even really put into terms how much I eat because it's disgusting. But that's why I'm still fat, because I eat like a maniac. So even when I'm eating good and eating healthy, once I start smoking, it cancels out all of that shit because I eat like a fucking maniac. So that's definitely going to be something that I'm going to be working on over the next, what am I trying to say? Let's make sure this shit isn't zoomed in. Oh, thank God it's not. But over the next, I want to say like 6 weeks. I have like 6.5 weeks to my birthday. And my birthday isn't like a mark or anything, because we already know that I'm not like a birthday girl. But I just want to take these next 6 weeks to really focus on the reason that I started working out in the first place, which was to be healthier overall, not just have muscles and be strong. Like, I want to be overall healthier in my body. I want to feel better. I want to wake up better. I want to sleep better. I want to just be better overall. And part of that is, well, one of the other reasons that I didn't actually lose a lot of weight, even though I've been working out this past year, is because even though I go to the gym very consistently, my lifestyle overall is still very sedentary. And last year was very sedentary because I was Ubering, so I was sitting on my ass all day. And now I plan on just living a more active lifestyle. I don't have a car, so I'm forced to walk places or catch the bus, which is forcing me to be a little more active. But even outside of that, I just want to move my body more. So I went for a walk, a little, maybe like 35 minutes. Did that. I'm about to stretch a little bit because I only stretch when I go to the gym, and that's terrible because that's not how it's supposed to work. You should stretch all the time. So I need to get my own yoga mat, but until I do, I took Liv's yoga mat, put it on the floor. I'm about to do some stretching, and I'm going to end my night with a frozen pizza from Trader Joe's because I want to make some chili, but I didn't find the Trader Joe's, of course, doesn't have like the pre-mixed seasoning packets, and I don't feel like doing the whole chili powder, this. I don't feel like all of that. So I'll order some off of Amazon. It'll be here tomorrow. I keep moving because I have ADHD and I can't sit still. But yeah, tomorrow I actually plan on waking up and creating a routine. Today I did not, of course. I just woke up and started doing things. But tomorrow I want to get into a routine. I think I want to start by doing some journaling. Actually, let me move y'all really quickly because y'all are on top of one of my journals that I want to use. I have 2 journals that I actually want to use. I'm just going to sit on my ass right now because my knees are hurting. This one I got a while ago. It's more of like a prompted journal. The front says, inhale the future, exhale the past. What I need to do right now. And each page in the journal looks like this. It starts off with basically setting your intentions for the day, inspiring words for the day, things to do today. No, inspiring words for today, things I want to let go of today I am grateful for. And you have a space to create like today's mantra, and then you have like little things at the bottom where it says today's mood. So I think this is something that you do at the beginning of the day and the end of the day. Like, you start off with your intentions for the day. That's what I'm gonna do. You know what? I just did it. I'm gonna start my day with this, setting my intentions, doing my words for the day and what I want to let go of. And at the end of the day, I'm going to do the other page, which is like, today I found joy in something I did today that made today great, things I did for myself, things I did for others, and then it has tomorrow's goal. So I'm going to start that tomorrow, because I was doing this a little bit when I first bought this journal. Again, I bought this a while ago. I probably bought this like at least 2 years ago. Actually, I can tell you when I bought it. Let's see. Yes, one of the first entries on this is from July of 2023, and I didn't put anything. And then the actual first entry was September 19th of 2023. Oh wow, the mantra for that day of 2023 was, love is or it ain't, then love ain't love at all. That's one of my favorite quotes of all time. It's from a Toni Morrison book, Beloved. I think it's Beloved. I believe it's Beloved, but I know it's from Toni Morrison. And I actually have love is or it ain't tattooed on my back, because it's literally one of my favorite quotes of all time. Like, love is or it ain't. It ain't no in between. You love me or you don't. And then love ain't love at all, babe. It's always interesting, like, reading back your journal entries. But that's actually the only real entry in here. The next entry says 7/04/24. So I went from one entry in 23, one real entry in September 23, and half of the entry in July of 2024. So I've had this for a while. I want to really utilize this, and I feel like journaling and writing down my thoughts will be a good way for me to get out of my head a little bit and just also be more present. And this is another journal that I've had for a while. The front just says, don't let them tame you. And if you can tell from the back, I've really had this for a long time. I've had this for like 6-7 years. And I started this journal when I was reading Sacred Woman. And this was supposed to be my womb journal, actually. So a lot of these entries are questions that were like phrased to you in the book, and then me writing out some of my thoughts. A lot of this journal entry is very, very heavy, actually. So I'm not going to reread any of this right now, because it's just very, very heavy. And it's, yeah, a lot of these entries are also about the girl, one of the wives. A lot of these entries are about her, which is depressing to even think about. But it's crazy. Who knew she would make a comeback 5 years later? It's also depressing looking at some of these things, and it's like 2021. Oh, this is going to be my year. 2022. Oh, and it's like, babe, what has happened? And my last entry in this one is from, I have one from January 2023. Then I have one from January 2025. And then we're just gonna get started again in January 2026. And I like this too, because it has, at the bottom of the pages, they have little quotes. So this one says, there's nothing we cannot live down and rise above and overcome. And I like that. There's little quotes and stuff to keep you inspired. So that's going to be a part of my daily routine. Me not doing both every day, because I think both I'll probably, actually I can do both every day. What am I talking about? I can start my day with my intentions and a little entry in my day with how the day went. And also I want to get back into reading. I used to read a lot, and I didn't read as much last year because I was just depressed all the time. And I don't know why I didn't pick up a book, because I had so many, but I didn't. But I have several books that I want to get through before I start buying new books. This is just a little bullshit little love book. Let me not say bullshit, because she's a real author, but this is just like a little love novel by Kennedy Ryan. I started reading her books last year. I really enjoyed them. So I'm going to read that, finish that book, and then I might as well show y'all actually. And then I have 3 more books that I want to get through before I start buying books. So I have this book called The Origins of You. It says how breaking family patterns can liberate the way we live and love. I used to be a big self-help book girly, and I like self-help books. Some people don't like them. I like them a lot. And I think this one, from the reviews that I read and from the where I even heard about this book from, I think this book will just help me to heal a lot of wounds that nobody else is going to heal for me. That's really that. And this is another Kennedy Ryan book. This is like one of the books in a series that I read by her. This is Can't Get Enough. And then I have another book that I want to read. It's called Don't Believe Everything You Think. And I actually think, no, I don't think this is the same guy now that I'm thinking about it. Because one of my favorite books of all time is this book called The Courage to Be Disliked. And is this the same author? I'm so racist because no, it's not at all. I thought it was the same author because they both have Asian names. So yeah, that's how I plan on starting my day. That was very chatty. That was very, but that's how I plan on starting my day. I'm going to set my intentions for the day, journal, read, and then get up and not just lounge in bed all day. I've been making my bed every day, which is very new for me. I've never been somebody that makes their bed ever. So I'm going to continue to do that. And then I'm just going to try and stay out of my head and do as much as I can to feel better. I don't want to sulk. I don't want to sit in these feelings. And although I am honoring them and I am bringing light to them and I am aware of them and all of the things, I refuse to sit in this, because if I sit, I'll stay, and if I stay, I may not leave. So we're just going to acknowledge them, address them, and move on. That's key. Move the fuck on, Medina. Move the fuck on. But yeah, I'm about to stretch out these quads because they feeling kind of tight, even though that's why I can't wait to lose some weight, because when I lose some weight and y'all really see these motherfucking muscles, when y'all really see these muscles, if I could oh, y'all gonna see the way my back be looking when I'm like I can't wait till my back looks like that at resting, because my back looks good as fuck. Good as fuck. But anyway, I'm about to stretch. Really want to get better at maintaining relationships, and you're somebody that I truly enjoy, so I would love to work on that, and be a better friend and be a more present friend and be, you know, all of the things. Hello. It is Tuesday afternoon, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling a lot better. I'm about to go to the gym, as you can probably tell. I woke up, I did my new morning routine, which means woke up, made my bed, did my little journal entries, slept with my phone on the charger before I went to sleep. I actually was up all night reading. Literally, I was up till 3 a.m. reading. I have a little like book nightlight. I know I'm a fucking loser, but I have a little book nightlight, and I was up all night fucking deep into this book. I hate when I'm like really into a book and I know it's going to end, because it makes me not want to finish it. Like, there's actually several books that I have that I haven't finished, like the last chapter, simply because I'm like, I just don't want this to end. It's just too good. And this book that I'm reading, this floor needs to be vacant. This floor like always needs to be vacant. But this book, Medina, stop before I go crazy. Stop looking at it. This book that I'm reading now is like a little love story type of vibe, and I'm just like, oh, I want to be in love. I want to feel that type of love. I want to feel that type of desire. But it also reinforced my plan of, I don't know if it's a plan, but I am not having sex again until I'm in a committed situation. I'm not even gonna say situation, until I am in something committed, something with actual something with actual intention, something with actual commitment, something with actual intimacy. I realized a long time ago that I've never felt true intimacy with somebody, especially not like sexual intimacy. I feel like I've had instances with people where I felt like really close intimacy, but a lot of times I don't. I feel like a lot of times I create safe spaces for people, but I don't feel the same safe spaces created for me, especially in romantic situations. I'm not even speaking in terms of friendship, but in romantic situations, especially thinking about the more quote unquote serious romantic situations that I've been in. They've been safe spaces for the other person, but the other person has never taken the time to make a safe space for me. And because of that, there's never been like true intimacy on my part. I'm sure they felt intimacy, but I have never felt true intimacy with somebody. And reading this book, I'm like, oh, I want intimacy, I want closeness, I want connection, but I want that on like all levels of relationships, not even just like romantic relationships. I want intimacy in family relationships. I want intimacy in platonic friendships. I want intimacy. I want closeness. I truly desire that. And I don't know. But I also am realizing that like part of the problem with me and relationships, especially in terms of like, actually it doesn't even matter type of relationship probably, but I'm really not good at maintaining relationships when I'm not in, I don't want to say constant communication, but when I'm not in like consistent communication with somebody. I don't want to say it's easy for me to forget people exist, but damn near it's easy for me to forget people exist if there isn't a level of consistency in our communication. And part of that is me, because I hate talking on the phone, and a lot of people like talking on the phone, and I don't like talking on the phone. It just makes me very anxious for some reason. But I don't know, I gotta work on it if I want close relationships. I realized that my friend sent me a voice memo literally a week ago, like a 3-minute long voice memo, and I had never listened to it simply because I just forgot. So I listened to that this morning and I replied. I'm gonna just work on trying to meet people where they are. If people like talking on the phone, I'm gonna have to like force myself to talk on the phone, because I want those close relationships. I really, really do. And in order to get them, I guess I'm gonna have to step outside of my comfort zone. Not I guess, I'm gonna have to step outside of my comfort zone. I don't even know how we ended up here. I don't even know how we ended up having this conversation, but we are. I'm, like I said, going to the gym. Let me check and see when the bus comes. The bus comes in 17 minutes at 1:21. Oh, I can make that, because it's either 1:21 or 1:39, and I don't want to wait here another 40 minutes. So I'm actually going to just get up, get ready to leave out to go get the bus. And yeah, it's like I want to keep recording this part of my life because I started it and I want to finish and I enjoy recording. But I'm also like, nothing is going on right now. Nothing. I mean, but nothing is ever really going on. But I think that's my brain trying to like stop me. And it's like, girl, you can't stop. You can't. Because if you stop, you'll never have what you want. You know? Like if you truly stop at any part of the process, you'll never get what you want, whether that's a relationship, whether that's a job, whether that's whatever it is. If you stop before you get to your goal, you'll never get to your goal. And I have to keep telling myself, like, if I stop, Medina, you'll never get there. That's it. If you stop, you'll never get what you want. And I know what I want. And even though it's a little mundane right now, and even though it's a little like repetitive, it's all of the things, I feel like it's even a little sad, but it's my life. And yeah, life gets mundane, life gets boring, life gets very blah. And that's it. Let me get ready to leave. So it is now the nighttime, which means I'm going to complete my journal entry for the day. And I figured, why not we do it together? I never told y'all, But my mantra for today was a quote from the Song of Solomon. I don't know exactly what that is. I thought it was a song at first, but apparently it has something to do with the Bible. But the quote was in the book that I was reading last night, and I really liked it. So the mantra for today was, you are altogether beautiful, my darling. In you there is no flaw. And I really feel like I resonated with that today. So the next part of the journal entry is, today I found joy in having 2 conversations with 2 friends that I haven't spoken to in a long time. One friend is my friend Aisha, that I have known damn near all my life, I would say. But we haven't talked in like 3 years. And we talked today, and I really thoroughly enjoyed the conversation, and I needed it bad. I didn't realize how much I missed our friendship, and I don't think I realized how safe I have always felt with her in our friendship, emotionally, being able to be vulnerable, all of the things, and I really appreciated that. And then I talked to my other friend Patrice, which was also nice. We didn't talk for as long, but I'm going to call her tomorrow because I said that I am working on maintaining relationships and fostering the friendships that I already have, because I desire these types of relationships, which means I need to foster them. So today I found joy in having meaningful conversations. Something I did that made today great. I kept my word and went to the gym even though I really didn't want to. Oop, my pen looks like it's running out of ink. I don't even know if I have another pen. I don't even know if that fucking works. I never understand why people do that. Kept my word. My screen time was also down again today. I didn't smoke. Once I get into the swing of not smoking, I'm fine, because I have it's like I say this all the time, but I don't think people really understand it, because everybody was like, oh, I'm a creature of habit. No. I know people are creatures of habits, but I've never met somebody that's a creature of habit in the way that I'm a creature of habit. And I think one, that has to do with the fact that I have ADHD and OCD. I think that's all I did today that made today great. I do need to scrub my feet. I need to cut my toenails. I need to give myself a manicure. I bought everything that I need to give myself manicures, because if you watch these videos, you know that all I get is a basic gel manicure. So I bought all the things to do that in all of the colors that I desire. Still haven't done that. So I want to give myself a manicure this week, but that's not on the agenda for today, of course. But things I did for myself: gym. Honestly, washing my face feels like a task at times, so washing my face. I did actually cry a little bit when I was on the phone with my friend. Cried. I think that's something that I did today. Things I did for others. What else? What did I do for anybody else today? I guess this counts. Liv was about to clean the dishes, and I mean, I guess they were mostly her dishes, but she went for a walk because she's doing an 11K step challenge. So she went for her walk, and while she was on her walk, I was like, let me just do the dishes for her. So I did the dishes for Liv. But it's like, or is it for her if we live together? No, because it benefits me too. Anything else that I did today for anybody else? No. I don't think there's any. Wow, I don't really like that. But there's not a lot of people around me to do things for them for. Did the dishes, that's it. Tomorrow's goal, that's the last part of this entry. Tomorrow's goal is call a firm. That's it. So we have completed our journal entry for the full day, and I feel great about that. I feel great. I'm going to have this journal completed. I don't even know how many pages is in this. I have no idea. I wonder if it tells you. No, I'd say probably about 200. Shoot, maybe it's for a full year, so maybe it's 365. I have no clue, but we're gonna complete this journal because I need to be a lot more intentional with my alone time. I need to be a lot more reflective outside of my head, and I think putting things down on paper will help that a lot. I'm feeling way better than I was feeling the last week and the week before that. I'm feeling good. Oh, I didn't even put this down. My background check came back today, so hopefully I will get a message from CPS tomorrow or maybe someday this week, which will give me next steps in terms of like when I'll actually be able to start working. So that was really great. And yeah, I'm really just so grateful to have talked to both of my friends today, because like I said, I keep saying that I'm like yearning for these types of relationships, yearning for these types of closeness without fostering the relationships that I have that closeness that I desire already in them. Me and my friend Aisha, we were very close for like most of my 20s, and then things kind of like flowed a little differently towards like the later part of my 20s. And then like I said, we haven't talked for real in like 2.5 years. And I had a dream about her the other night. Well, she was in my dream, and I woke up the next morning and I texted her, and we haven't talked in a very long time. So when I text her, things just fell into place. And then we called each other today, and it was just like no time had passed at all. And we were having conversations about things that I like desired to have conversations about with my friends. And it was just a level of closeness and safety that I felt that it's like, this is what I've been missing. This is what I've been missing. And it's not that the friends that I have around, it's not there. It's just different. Like, but even me today, me and Liv had a conversation, and I was like, this is what I've been missing. And granted, we're still getting into the flow of living together, and also just a lot of things going on in her life that are like causing changes. So I know with time, me and her will get even closer and even closer and even closer, because we've always been close, but like, you know, even closer, especially because we live together and we'll spend so much time together. But yeah, I'm just feeling so much better. I'm feeling grateful. I'm feeling good. That's it. That's all I can really say. I'm feeling really good, and I'm just happy that I talked to my friends. And tomorrow I'm going to call my friend Patrice back, because I told her that I would, so I'm going to stand firm on my word and call her back. And although I really am not a fan of talking on the phone, because I want to put my phone down more and not just text and just not doom scroll and all of the things, I think it'll also be I think it'll also be very beneficial for me to step outside of my comfort zone and force myself to talk on the phone, because closeness doesn't just come from texting at all, especially not the type of closeness that I'm saying that I desire. So I'm going to just have to get out of my motherfucking head and talk on the phone. And I enjoyed both phone calls. Almost that this anxiety is all in my head. It's almost that this anxiety is all in my head, but actually that's most anxiety. Most anxiety is all in your head. And then somehow your head convinces you that it's actually in your body, and then you start to feel it in your body because our brains are so motherfucking powerful. But that is that. It's midnight. I'm about to go to sleep, and hopefully this video will be up tomorrow. Thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all come back next week for another video. I appreciate you all. I can't even talk right now. I appreciate it more than you'll ever know. That's it. And I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.